Yo, guys, what's up? It's Peter Sonic once again, and I am back finally. Ugh. Sorry for being gone for like a whole week, but things have gone on, and yeah. So I'm really sorry for most of my Dragon Ball Super fans. I will be covering Dragon Ball Super news tomorrow, but I am very sorry for those who came to this video for Dragon Ball Super. I think there are more important things in the world that need to be talked about now than Dragon Ball Super, and that's where I view the world. Yeah, I know. Dragon Ball's awesome, but right now there's some very interesting things going on. If you came here because you're one of my politic fans, well, you came to the right spot today, as I have not done a politic video in quite some time. And a lot's happened since that quite some time. One of those things was Donald Trump getting the Republican nominee, or at least pretty much is the nominee. I mean, come on, guys. Nobody's left. I find that funny because a lot of people underestimated him and said that he wasn't going to make it very far. I was one of those people who did not really say that. I couldn't really say for sure. I was one of those people who didn't want to make a hasty decision because a lot of people said Obama was not going to win a second time. Well, look what happened. He won a second time. But granted, he was going up against Mitt Romney. I mean, seriously, Mitt Romney. Seriously, Mitt Romney. This guy, if there's anybody that loans for dick to be president, it's Mitt Romney. People can see Mitt Romney just wants to be president, but he doesn't know anything about being president. So I already had Obama winning against Mitt Romney. There was no question he would obliterate Mitt Romney. He didn't really obliterate him, but I knew Mitt Romney wasn't gonna win. It's Mitt Rep. Not it's. I'm just gonna leave it at this. It's fucking Mitt Romney. And I'm not trying to say that like, oh yeah, like all people like Mitt Romney are bad. I'm just trying to tell you it's Mitt Romney. He's a joke. Like, what a joke. Not calling Obama good. I'm saying they're both bad, but Mitt Romney's more of a joke. But yeah, I was one of those people who could never be too sure. I didn't want to say Trump was going to be the nominee, but I didn't want to say he wasn't either. Because I looked at his competition and I saw the only person that really did stand a chance was Ted Cruz. I mean, a lot of people thought Marco Rubio. I never even heard of Marco Rubio. Granted, I don't follow Republican-based news as much as I have to now because we're in another election. Because I don't really typically support Republicans that much because, well, a lot of them are pretty crazy people, and I don't really like to support crazy people. I'm not trying to put that as, oh, if you are a Republican, you're really bad. What I'm trying to say is, like, most Republicans are, like, I don't want to necessarily say racist, because not all of them are. I'm talking about voters. Oh, the Republican Party is racist. There's just no doubt about it. You can argue on that, but see, the problem with Donald Trump is you think, the Republican Party isn't racist and he's bringing a bad name. That's not necessarily true. The Republican Party thinks what Donald Trump thinks, but they just say it in this coded language. Then he just comes right out and says it, and now you get everybody in an uproar because he just comes right out and says it. It's kind of like Hitler, and I hate making Trump comparisons to Hitler, but it's kind of funny because I always hear like, oh, Trump fans are so nice and kind. Trump is nothing like racist. He's nothing this, that, and that. And then I hear, but then I really look at Trump and then I go, him rising to power is almost literally legit, word for word the way Hitler rise to power. He's not Hitler, but he's using those same kind of tactics. He's flip-flopping his positions all the time. He's saying racist things to get the racist people on his side. Or at the very least, people who hate Mexicans and Muslims or any other race that is not white. Even though Trump hasn't really attacked black people. Surprisingly, I don't hate Trump because I'm black. I just hate Trump because he's just stupid. He's trying to make politics this reality TV show. And he's saying like, oh yeah, the whole world is laughing at us, which is true. America is a laughingstock. But it's not because of immigration. It's because we're literally just a bunch of stupid people who think we're smarter than everybody else. Seriously, how can you call us a very smart nation when we're jumping off cliffs? No, I'm going to literally ask you that. If I was from another country, I would say, come on, Americans can't be this stupid. These are people jumping off cliffs for fun. People can't be that stupid. You know what I mean? It's not because of immigration. They're laughing at us because we literally do stuff like that. That's really stupid. Um, and then when they see a guy like you who's saying you're gonna build a wall and get a bunch of people to pay for it, even though they're not gonna pay for it, and now you're still insisting that you're gonna pay for it. Literally, I don't know how this guy actually plans to make the Mexicans, pay for the wall, or at least Mexico. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The only way he could is by going to war. And if you're so heavily insisted on this wall that it means going to war, then I guess fine. But honestly, if they're not gonna pay for it, you got the money. Apparently, to you, Donald Trump, you have all the money in the world. So, like, we should all be bowing down to you. That's how rich you are, right? So why don't you just build it? Oh, maybe he doesn't have the money. What a joke. Seriously, like, what a joke. This guy's a joke, and that's why I don't like him. He's trying to turn everything into some reality TV show, and he just doesn't get anything. He just says stuff. And he's just telling it like it is. All Muslims are people that want to blow us up. Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey, have we ever talked about that white guy who taped a bunch of bombs to a semi and then ran into a school? Oh, no, no, no. He wasn't Muslim, so he's got the A-OK. Have you ever talked about that black guy who was going to try and shoot up a bunch of people? He was on YouTube, and he was like saying that he's going to shoot everybody in this neighborhood. No, he's not Muslim. He gets the A-OK. Have you ever talked about that, See, it's like if you are Muslim or Mexican in America right now, you are like the most hated race of all time. But in reality, it's honestly not that. It's not that simple. When you think just deporting illegal immigrants is going to solve the country's problem, it's not really going to. That's not the issue. We need to get the corrupt people in government out of government. And sure, maybe Trump isn't that corrupt, and I don't know if he really is or if he isn't. The problem is, he flip-flops so much that I can't tell. At first I thought Donald Trump wasn't corrupt because he was already rich and there was no need to be. But then he says things like, I'm going to put tax on the middle class and the poor. Now he's saying things that he's going to do that to the rich. But I know why he's saying this. I know why. I'm not stupid. Some of you might be stupid. The reason Donald Trump keeps flipping his positions, and you're seeing it take full effect right now, especially, because he knows he has to now. Now, before when he was competing against Ted Cruz, he was trying to win over the lunatic voters that are the Republican Party. Now, I'm not saying all, but I'm saying the majority. Now he's going to have to try and win over the country. That's not an easy thing to do when you literally called, a lot of Mexicans racist, rapist, crazy, drug addicts. Even though I'm honestly at this point, doesn't matter what race you are, you will do drugs. I know a lot of white people who do drugs. I know a lot of black people who do drugs. It's not a race thing. It might have been, maybe when you were a kid, but it's not even a race thing. Seriously, what a joke. Like, it's a joke how people think that's a race thing. It's not a race thing. It isn't. It never has been. At least as far as I'm concerned, as far as I've been alive, it never has been. It's just been if you want to do drugs, you do drugs. It's kind of like when people say you need to be Muslim if you're going to go blow someone up. No, you don't. No matter what race you are physically capable of hurting anybody. It doesn't matter. But no, we're America. We are in the know, and we are in that now. And we just know everything. Because when we have a guy like Donald Trump saying, yeah, I haven't even named a single one of my policies that I plan to do. But we voted for him anyway. We just know everything, right? We're just on top of everything. We just got it all together. No, we don't. But, yeah, I don't really know how But see, that's why I feel like he is flipping his positions, because right now he pretty much knows, damn it, I said all those things that might have upset certain races of people. Now I got to try to appeal to those races of people. Oh, and the Democratic Party hates my guts. Granted, the Democratic Party hates Hillary too. Well, the millennials, I should say, like people my age and up, like people my age to 18 and like 20s hate Hillary. But if you're like, 30, 40, you might like Hillary because this was the established Democrat, and she's a Clinton, so that means she's automatically going to be good, right? No. That doesn't really mean anything. But that's kind of, yeah, he knows he needs to now win over the country. And hey, contradicting himself kind of helps him, because then he gets to appeal to both. And this is why I say you really do need educated voters who look into this stuff. Because it's just plain simple. He's playing you for a chump. And I'm not trying to hate on Trump supporters, but it's just simple. He's playing you for a chump. And you're calling him smart. But I see right through that, because I'm smart, and I know what smart is, and I know he's being smart because he's playing you for a chump. See, if I could vote, I would honestly vote for Bernie Sanders because he's just much better on everything than anybody else. Whether he would truly be able to do all those things he says, I don't know. You never know. But, you have things like... Honestly, though, if I were to say the Republican Party is in a mess, and if Trump becomes president, Lord and behold, I don't think it's going to be the glory days that a lot of people are expecting. And if you might think, oh, well, it's going to be funny if you're wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Why would I want, if this guy becomes president, why would I want to be right that he's going to ruin everything more than it already has been? I don't know. Maybe I just want to be wrong, right? It's because I'm stupid or something. Like, seriously, why would I want to be right about that? That's the thing a lot of people don't get. It's like, I don't really want to be right about that. I'd rather be wrong. I'd hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm dead wrong if this guy was president. But the rise to Trump is really because he kind of just bullied his way through everybody, too. You see, when he says, like, swear words and stuff, that makes our media and our everything back down into, like, little pussies. Because that's true. Now, granted, if Donald Trump started cursing at me and telling me I gotta shut my mouth because I don't know anything, I would say the right thing, say that to him back. Because I'm not a pussy, unlike the media, and I wouldn't cower back down. Because you saw how he reacted to Megyn Kelly. When she asked him hard questions, this guy blew up like a darn buffoon. But when he's on, like, NBC and stuff and Fox News, they're like, oh, my brother likes you. Okay, your brother likes him. Big deal. But what does that mean? I was paying attention to wonder what is Trump thinking of now. I don't care if I could give up a flying fuck that your brother likes him. Like, I don't care. That's not what I'm here for. See, when he gets softball questions like that, it's not hard to see why he's the nominee. Because everybody else got the really hard questions. You see what I mean? Trump basically put the media down when he swore at them, and when he got in that Twitter feud with Megyn Kelly. Because, again, our media is pussies. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm putting it bluntly. Our media is pussies. They will not call anyone out. They are so pussy that they can't even... The one time I've only seen, like, Fox News really do anything, or anyone else, was when they asked Trump, you're not going to get Mexico to pay for the wall. It's just that simple. Would you be willing to go to war? And Trump never even answered. He was like, yeah, there are like 5 different ways we can get Mexico to pay for the wall. Well, then name one. Never names one. Then he says, but trust me, Mexico would not want to go to war with us once I beef up our military. Dude, our military can destroy Mexico as it is. You don't need to beef up anything. You're stupid.